Okay. So, I think I'm online. Well, let's just sit right here. It is working. Cool. Alright, so let's start DMing people. And if you are tuned in and wanting to jump on here, hit me up in the DMs on the Twitters and let me know, and I will send you the invite codes and stuff to jump on. I think I have too many windows open. Well, I guess I need to copy the right things. Copy joining information. Johnny in. I know you'll want to find. Boop. Okay. Well, it's been a crazy day. That's for sure. So, yeah. Think that'll work. Whoa, that's weird. Okay. It's super weird because I can't actually tell if this is working yet because I'm the only one here. But it's fine. I think I'm going to play the Pokemons because that's the thing that I'm doing. And just kind of chill out, hang out. We are going to discuss a lot of different things tonight. If you're watching on Periscope, you can. I don't know if I can see the chat on Periscope. I think so, maybe. It just doesn't show me anything. But, anyways, hopefully people will start jumping on here in the next few moments. We got things to discuss from the classic quote unquote soaps to Hollyoaks announcing that Kyle's suicide story is happening to Days of Our Lives, and actually, depending upon who jumps on here, I actually have a couple games that we might play for Days of Our Lives. I'm super excited. Oh, looks like there's some. Is there an interview that Jessica Fox just did for Hollyoaks? Because I might cry. That's the case. I thought I saw it on the timeline. Yep, she just gave a statement. Oh, let's read it. Hollyoaks star Jessica Fox has paid tribute to Adam Rickett following his exit announcement. The Channel 4 soap recently confirmed that Rickett's character Kyle Kelly will tragically take his own life in upcoming episodes, losing his battle with depression. While his death won't be shown on screen, viewers will be shown the aftermath. Fox plays Nancy Hayton on the soap took to an Instagram account on Monday to commend both the show and Rickett for the handling of the story. Along with the image of her and Rickett, she wrote, "The storyline broke my heart. I am incredibly proud of Hollyoaks for tackling the subject of male depression and suicide. It feels more important than ever to keep those conversations going. I am going to miss working with Adam Rickett more than he will ever know. He has handled this storyline so beautifully, sensitively, and truthfully, and even though Nancy may have been oblivious, Jessica was not." Dang. That story broke me. Like, I knew it was coming, but I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for it at all. Things we will not be discussing on the stream is whatever the hell is going on in the world, because I don't want to do that tonight. Even though every time I look at Twitter or any form of social media, that's all I see. Yeah, it's terrifying. I don't actually know if anybody can hear me, so it's fine. So far this week, I've really loved everything I watched. I'm actually caught up on every single show I watch, minus YNR, Bold, and Neighbors. But I'm catching up on Neighbors. It's moving at a decent click. So I'll have to finish that soon. What if I just post this in chat? I'll just drop it right here. There we go. If you're interested in joining me and discussing this stuff, it is in the chat. And we can just go there. Wish. Settings. Speaker needs to be headphones. There we go. Okay. That works. Yeah, it's working. Cool. Hopefully that won't cause an echo. We'll find out. If I need to, I guess, put on my headset, I will. Guys, I want to play Sequester. Really do. I think it'd be fun. But they be playing that game too late. Don't expect me to stay up till like 2 a.m. and be like cognizant the whole time. Shoot. With that said, if you love social strategy games and you have not been watching the Sequester minis, like, I don't know what to tell you. So, hopefully people will jump on here soon. I'm sure there's a way I could stream my Switch. Oh, no. That's a really smart idea on how to do it. If my roommate didn't just borrow my Switch, my whatchamacallit, Xbox, I could totally do that. But he took it. So well, let me see if I can go ahead and post the YouTube link. So people might be able to jump on there. Whoa. Okay, I did like how I broke Twitter today with the discussion of if Ben Weston and Maggie Kirakis should hook up. Because, yes, they should. Okay. Sorry about that. Messing around on Twitter because somebody needs some help. So that's what I was there for. And that's kind of what I want to do. So because life is how it is right now, there's been a lot going on in my life that's kept me from podcasting and streaming as much as I would like. And I'm very disappointed with that, but I kind of had to do, what was best for me. But that seems to be in the past. Everything seems to be coming around the corner. And because of that, we're going to play a lot tonight and kind of see how things go and mess around because I want to do some fun stuff. I want to have fun and make an escape for people, because that's what this was supposed to be, right? That's what our take is about, is making a distraction from the chaos that is life and giving us an outlet to discuss these crazy shows that we watch every day or 5 days a week or 2 days a week or a day a week whenever we're binging, like however it falls out. So hopefully when people jump on here, it'll be fine. I know we're probably gonna have Jenna, who's done our take days with me, and our take bold jumping on the stream here in a minute. Tony Ann is probably gonna jump on, and anybody else, like, you guys are welcome to come on and hang out for a little bit if you're interested, and we can just chat, or hit me up in the chat and let me know what you want me to talk about, because I'm willing to ramble away, but we'll get there. All right, so I think Jenna is jumping on. Hey, Jenna.
Hello, how are you?
Talking to myself like a crazy person. So
So
doing
nothing's
well.
changed.
Nah, not a single thing. Do I sound all right coming through here? Maybe.
Do what now?
I
Sorry, my phone
oh,
was
you're
being
fine.
funky.
No problem. I was asking, do I sound all right? But we'll go
Oh no,
with
you
yes.
sound fine.
Okay, cool. Because I'm currently messing around. So basically, I've got it coming through my AirPods just for like me to listen to, but I'm still using like my real mic to like talk. I I'm bored
Okay.
with technology and I want to play with things. So like I
Oh,
have it
you
set
know what?
up.
I'm gonna let that go. You
So
play with whatever you want,
thank you. I
Jonathan.
want to play with myself and it's fine. It's fine. Because I'm also
You do
playing
that.
with my Switch and trying to become a Pokemon master, and it's fine.
Really?
It's great. Yep. So how are you? I miss you.
I know, I miss you too. How have you been? I mean, other than, the obvious.
2020 has been probably one of the most crazy years I could think
Ever.
of ever.
Jeez.
Also, Candace, hi. She's listening to us. So, hey, Candace.
Hello?
So, yeah, no, like, I don't understand how 2020 is what it is. Like, literally at all. But you know what? I'm making the most out of it. I'm living life. And I think, like I was just kind of rambling before, I think I'm on an upswing, and I think things are going fine. So we're just gonna have fingers crossed that that's the truth, and we'll just roll with it.
We'll just roll with it.
Just roll with it, cause that's all we
Pretty
can
much.
do. Are you COVID free?
I am.
Hey,
Hey.
that's a good thing.
Right?
I never thought that that would be what it would be,
Right?
but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'm going to go grab my charger real quick.
Well, you go do that.
Dude, I was on my laptop and I'm looking at it and it's got like 30% left, and I'm like, we're gonna be here for a minute and that's gonna die. I know how my life
Mhm.
works. So I'll be right back.
All
And
right.
Candace, just FYI, I didn't do this. Hold on, I'm gonna throw it here. I'll dang it,
Send
that's
Candace
it.
a link.
I'm trying to. I'm just going
Jeez,
to.
Jonathan.
Well, I put it in the chat when I first started, but I don't know if it actually stays there
Oh, you mean a
on.
chat I'm not a part of?
Okay, so it's on the YouTube stream that you can easily jump onto, but I think Candace is watching on Periscope because I'm okay. So in the things that I'm playing with myself, I also am streaming on multiple platforms at the same time. So I got this program called Restream that's taking the stream and basically rebroadcasting it. So I'm broadcasting on Twitter, on YouTube, and Twitch at the same time. So
Lord.
I'm doing the most.
The most, like always. Go get
I
your
mean, it's
charger
fine.
before you
Yes,
die.
ma'am. But Candace, if you would like to jump on, let me know, and I'll send you the link. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go. He just leaves me all by myself. It's fine. It's fine. So if any of you guys are
All
America's
by
Next Top Model,
yourself.
No, so I've been spending pretty much all day since I stopped working from home at 4:30 watching this. Did you ever watch America's Next Top Model?
Okay, so maybe the first season or the
It's
first
all on
two.
Hulu.
Be-
Dude, like, it's so
I don't
awesomely
remember
horrible. It's
it.
amazing.
I remember obviously the iconic scenes, the ones that became gifts.
Yeah.
Like, we're rooting for you. We're all
Oh,
rooting for
How
you.
dare you?
Yeah, like that. I remember that,
Great.
but like I don't remember any of the like actual anything.
Well, you should watch Cycle 9 just for South because she wins that season.
I just wait. She does?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. Cycle 9. She got a cute little bob weave going on. It was really, really cute. She won that season.
Also,
Anyway,
she's
so there's
so cute.
She is. I love South. She's adorable. If you're listening, I love you. No, but there's this J&J pod. Like, they're not doing a podcast. They're doing it on Instagram Live, and they're putting it on their YouTube channel. And they're just like spilling all the tea for all the seasons.
Oh.
And I'm just in love.
Well, I saw where you were watching with your son the other day.
Oh yeah, like I was just like watching season 1. He didn't care. Season 2 comes on. He goes, "What are you watching?" And I explained it to him. And he's like, "Oh, do you mind if I watch it?" I said, "No, sit down. You'll probably get bored, but like, go ahead." And he looks at me at the end of this first episode and he goes, "These women are crazy."
No, they're utterly crazy. And I just I loved it because it was honestly on the WB and I just was a WB whore.
It was like
So,
UPN back then, wasn't it?
Was it UPN or was it I gotta Google. Hold on.
I don't know.
Whatever. I just remember I watched it because it was one of those local channels, and that's what you did in the early 2000s. Is you watched all the shows on the prime time on your networks.
Local TV.
You supported it, and we watched it, and I did, and then now I don't like honestly remember any of it or care.
Oh, now my son, seriously, like we've watched like 10 cycles. We're on
Jesus.
11 right now. And he is just like, "I don't like that hair. What were they thinking when they did that hair? I don't understand." And I said, "Well, it's couture. Like, they have crazy." And he goes, "I don't like it, Mom. You can explain to me all you want. They look stupid." I'm like, "Well,
I mean,
okay."
Fair enough.
And then you get him going on like the perils of lip liner.
That's amazing.
Lip liner is just like the devil. And I'm like, "Aiden, if you wear it properly," and he goes, "No, it's all trash."
It's
like,
terrible.
Okay. All right, fine.
Say
Cool.
so. Cool.
Like, whatever.
Right. Oh my god. So, you're gonna hate me later today. Just going ahead and letting you know. Because I'm not sure if Candace is coming or not, but Tony Anna wants to come on, so I'm gonna wait at least till she comes in.
Shut up.
But no, that's not why.
We can talk about days.
Yes, and that's fine. But
in the best way,
I came up with 2 games for you.
Oh, okay. Now I officially hate you. You know I hate games when I don't know the rules beforehand.
I know, but I came up with it. So there's 2 games that we're gonna play. Okay. Both of them, I'm going to let you guys work in groups.
Thank you.
So you're welcome.
Against you.
It's great. It's so the first one is you gotta guess. It's where did it come from? Facebook, Twitter, or a message board. And I'm giving you a quote from each, and you have to guess which fandom it came from. And the second one is a Mad Lib.
Oh God! You're not gonna make me do like adverbs and.
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna have to Google. I hate you.
But
school for a very long time.
But I've got the definition of them there, so I'm gonna give you when we get there. I've got like it all ready for copy and paste. Yep. Nouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, and interjections. There's no interjections on here, but I think it'll be hilarious when you see what I've chosen, especially given a certain fan base that I'm quoting. So it's gonna be great.
Yeah, and I already hated you today anyway for that stupid Maggie and Ben crap. Because literally, like, I read that tweet and I was really confused, and then I saw Home and Away, and I was like, "Oh, okay, well that makes more sense."
Well,
like,
I'll be honest.
Like, what the
my mind never made the connection to it being Days of Our Lives, and then all of a sudden, when people started tweeting, I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I was like, "Well."
Yeah, see, that's why I hate you because I knew your brain's gonna go there. We're like, well, I'd like to see it, and I'm just like,
I
I
would
hate
like
you.
to see
I
it.
hate you.
I forget. And then somebody responded to me that they wanted to see Hope and Ben instead, but then
Well,
they didn't say that. They said
that is
Hope instead,
so
and I was like,
easy par
so
for
wait,
course.
Hope and Maggie is where my mind went, and I'm like,
You're vile, Jonathan.
yes. Come on, that's true soap.
Oh no, Hope and Ben, that's true soap. Like I could totally.
I mean,
see
also that.
happening. But no, you're gross, Maggie. No, you just need to stop. You know what? They can cast you as Maggie's new love interest. How about that? Okay, I don't know what happened to your mic, but you sound like one of the parents from Charlie Brown, like wah 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 wah.
That's not nice.
There you go. I said you sound like
Lord.
the parents from Charlie Brown. That's not bad. Wah, wah, wah. That's really what you sound like. Like what the hell?
Okay. Well, let's see. Can I do? All right. Candace said she's calling in, so let me see.
Hey.
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 Hello.
Sorry, I didn't have the
Hey.
chat open, so I didn't see that you are here.
It's okay. I mean, I was gonna go. You know, when you picked up, I was gonna go and say wah 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 wah, but I didn't do it. So.
Isn't that what it sounded like?
I'm-
did.
I'm sorry. I probably like accidentally dislocated the cable for a second. Oh, my bad.
For playing with yourself, man.
I'm sorry, but so occasionally I like to play with myself on the internet, and it's just a thing, and you guys just
And
have to
you know
accept it.
that is on. That's gonna be on internet. That's gonna be on the rotating. It's gonna be.
Some things are golden. Some things live
Right.
forever.
Well, at least he provided some good humor. I think we all needed that.
That's
you
what I'm
know?
here for. If I do nothing less, is I provide good entertainment, and I stress you out. Like, come on. Like, if I do nothing else, I make the fandoms go crazy. Cause hello, Stelas, I love you.
Hello, you ageist asshole. How
I
dare
just,
you.
oh god, I'm the most ageist, ableist
I was
person
like-
you've
I-
ever
like,
met.
I found that like in the middle of all, and I was like, "What?
I
What is
didn't.
Jonathan
I
do
did,
now?
but I
What
wasn't.
the hell is going on?"
I
And
was.
then I saw the tweet, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
I wasn't being that mean that time. Like
Well, that's
people
what I saw the
pick.
tweet, and I was like, "Wait a minute, this is like rated G, Jonathan."
Yes!
What in the hell?
They pick the wrong times to get mad at me. When I'm trying to be outrageous and crazy, then I get like zero engagement. But when I'm like actually being reserved and like not tagging the show or not tagging the actors and not doing anything bad, then people like go crazy. Like, oh yeah.
It's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well,
That's
What?
pretty much it.
But entertaining,
welcome
nevertheless.
to 2020.
Can I
My
can I go back to 2019? Can I go back?
God.
Who'd have thought we'd say that? Like 2019 is like pretty good right now. Sorry.
Yeah, I joked around and I said, you know how at the end of the year all the news shows will have the year in review.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
trying to
Good
think
Lord.
how they're going to do this year. You know, first everybody's going to be like, probably like ABC's going to have Barbara Walters and say, this is 2020. And then all of a sudden you hear impeachment about Kobe,
God
coronavirus
bless.
took over coronavirus
to
took
do,
over.
like, a month a day.
I forgot that. Dude, I forgot the impeachment was this year.
Yeah.
Like, this year, I've
It's only
literally
June.
It's been
guys.
one thing
been.
is one
What in
thing
the
after
world?
another. Yep. Everything has been like I was because now with the the whole protest, it did take away because I keep saying you guys do know Corona's still out there, right? Like I just want to. I mean, I'm not being shady. I'm just like being honest. Like it's still out there, but at the same time, before the protest, there was Corona. Before the Corona, there was the impeachment. So I'm just waiting for aliens to come down
It's,
on 4th of July.
yeah. It's,
Oh,
I'm not,
yeah.
Get ready.
And then
I'm
there
ready.
was like the monkeys stealing like COVID virus samples.
There's
in
monkey,
India,
yeah.
And,
Uh,
doing
well-
that. And I was
Right.
just like, this is the most on-brand thing for 2020
My-
I could ever think of right now.
favorite thing so far, though, has been, remember that, like, day when we had the murder hornets? Like, that was the filler episode because it didn't really count. Like, we got it, we talked about it, but then, like, nothing happened with them, so we just kind of gloss over it. Like, 2020 is going to be the worst year for future generations to learn about in
there's,
the
like,
history
an
books,
Ebola
I know.
outbreak.
because how are these kids going to memorize? Like, this is an entire, like, class like is going to be
Exactly.
around
Yeah.
exactly just 2020, because
Not a
analyzing it and
chapter, it's like a
discussing
damn
it
book.
is literally going to be a nightmare, and we've still got 6 more months.
I can't wait for my grandkids to be like, "What were you doing, Nana, in 2020?" Like trying not to die and trying to buy toilet paper. That's pretty much all it was.
For real.
But
My
I-
goodness.
Yeah, I literally was talking about that today. I was like, the generation that comes after us. I said, right now we're a part of history, and I said I can't wait till they get to page 232 of the textbook. I don't know why I picked that number. And they look and say, "What the?" You know, like what in
It'll
the
be
world?
like, and then
2020 was a
tomorrow
trip.
we're gonna talk about 2020, and the whole class is gonna go, "Ugh."
Like, oh, like wait, I was conceived in 2020. Hold up, like, I can see that. I'm
Because
like,
we had nothing better
Lord.
to do for the first 4 months. Trust me.
Nope. I'm like, oh my god. Like we had no baseball, no like sports. Graduations were depending on how, people did it. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's just like, are we all on something right now and we're asleep? And then when the gas and everything are lifted, we're going to wake up and it's actually still 2019.
For like,
that would explain a lot. I'm ready to wake up. So let's discuss that for a minute here, and stop worrying about real life and talk about something fun for a minute. So, have you guys been watching the classic B&B and YNR and GH's Nurse's Ball? I didn't. Yeah, I haven't seen any classic GH yet. But it's okay. So here, let's look at what have you guys thought about so far. I guess classic YNR and classic Bold so far. So here's my question to both of you, real quick. So I've not really been watching them, and here's why. So my issue with the way that they're doing the classic episodes is that it's classic random episodes. Like, I understand the themes and I understand the purpose of it, but like there's not the reason I watch soaps always for that tune in tomorrow element of it, right? It's so that I get hooked and then I want to see what happens next and then I keep watching. And what these classic weeks so far have done is get me really excited about a story, and then I go from 1986 to 1997 to 2004 to 2003 to 1993 to, like, it's jumping all over the place, and there's no cohesive narrative that's being told. And I understand the reasoning why and what's going on, but I would so much rather if they were like, all right, today's Sheila 1993 week, and yes, it's 5 different episodes from 1993, but it's telling more of a cohesive story than, say, what we're getting right now. That's just kind of what's jarring for me. Just something to hook me. That's it. Because I keep getting like engrossed in like the little clips I see, which are awesome, but then like I don't get to tune in tomorrow to find out what happens. I kind of either get to go to YouTube and pray that there's some type of clips around it and hope that I can kind of piece it together, or more likely going to Soap Central and reading a actual recap and synopsis. Rightfully so. Hello, Tony Ann. Anyways, what would you like to see them do? Her first organ. Torm. Mm-hmm. Clink, boom. So, Metrocourt. But it's better than what we're getting now. What are they doing next week? Because I have not read that yet. All Sunny's children. blah. What? Just. No, because we love ourselves. So here's a question for you all. Because I know we love ourselves some days of our lives, and I know that we've got really a ton of episodes in the bank, but because all of these other shows are doing classics, are you kind of disappointed that Days isn't taking its Friday and just doing a classic episode then? Like, I I am. This is Ron Carlivati, though. Ron's not going to let them go through the Dina Higley's greatest hits. He's going to go James E. Riley and back. No, they might not go classic music wise, but they can go classic like and do greatest weddings or stuff like that. But they can do Sammy's greatest schemes or like do shocking Salem moments and do the Salem serial killer and do this and that. Like, yeah, they might not be able to, and they can also edit other music into it. Just saying, people will give you pissed, but still, those are pennies. People, yeah, we can throw up a GoFundMe real quick and pimp that out. I need Peacock. We've said this before and we'll say it again. I need my Peacock to put Classic Days on there. Please, God, do it. Peacock's exactly what I expected it to be. A letdown. I started to laugh at you, but here's the thing. Watch Doctors. Like, as much as I want to mock it, we are finally getting somewhere. We've got Dark Shadows, the complete series, streaming on the Amazon. We've got international soaps on Hulu and BritBox and Amazon, and we now have some more outlets. So you know what? It's not that much of a dream, as it's closer to reality than I think we think. But I need it. No, if they need, they can. And if I get, dude, I will sit here and talk every damn day about Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald and her damn flashback to last segment and just enjoy it, because I'm watching that terrible show on YouTube quality, and it's awful. Like, it is some of the worst James E. Riley shit I've ever watched, but it is so good. Like, I need it. Like, it's so bad. I watch it. God. One, yes. It's so easy. I here here's what you need to do though. Like what they should do right now because they're looking for content. Hold on, 1 second. All I need them to do with content right now, because they need content, you could just air one episode of Passions a week. Like you can air from their archive, so one Monday, one Friday, one etc. throughout the entire series, and you could just do that, and we'd understand the entire story because that's how their episodes were structured. Like I don't need to air 5 days a week. You just show me their Mondays and Fridays, and I can figure out everything else because we stretched out the time, so we just make it work. Anyways, what did you say, Tony? Passions was literally just a few years shy of being the most watched soap on the air. Like, had it and Port Charles survived just a little bit more and gotten to that Harry Potter Twilight phase, like, uh, Passion, we don't talk. I mean, yeah, but it was more like it was already down the drain at that point. Well, happy anniversary to Port Charles, because isn't that today or yesterday? Mm. So, which ones have you guys been enjoying? Sunset Beach. The UK adores Sunset Beach. They literally, still to this day, quote that damn show, and I don't get it. Like I've only watched some of it, and I did enjoy it, but it felt very James E. Riley, Steven Aaron Spelling. If you could tell. But I enjoy it. Like, don't get me wrong, but it feels very soap tropey. Like that's the thing, and that's fine. Like I'm okay. Like if they want to throw it up on Peacock, I'm gonna watch it. But like it's not my go-to right now. Interesting. Hold on.
Does the biggest favor and bring back SoapNet.
Oh, I wish they would. I wish they would. I loved watching My Another World reruns on SoapNet.
Yes. Yes.
Did you see the Another World reunion they did on the Locker Room? That was so good.
No, I haven't watched that one yet. I've been saving that one.
It's basically like an hour of "Can you hear me now?" because everybody was having so many different internet issues.
Oh God!
But it was so much fun.
It was cute.
You are
I just like
way.
I like the guy. I like the Guy in Light ones because that was my show. That was my heart. So
The
I was
Guiding
like,
Light ones are good. I was checking out a few of those. I only watched the last year of Guiding Light, but I was watching a few of those.
Yeah.
Oh, Guiding
That
Light.
as the world turns, Jonathan.
Guiding
See,
Light
now I'm
was
gonna
a
get teary
mess.
eyed.
And As the World Turns was awful its last few years. But it's fine.
I never watched that show.
You didn't miss
so I
much.
couldn't
Me
tell
either.
you. I didn't watch As the World Turns or Guiding Light. I remember being shocked when they were canceled, but I never watched.
I
them,
was
so
shocked
was
that
like,
Guiding
oh,
Light was
really?
canceled. I was not shocked that As the World Turns was canceled. I was shocked
But
that Guiding
here's the
Light was
thing,
canceled
that,
just
like,
because it was
I-
the longest running.
Like the only reason that I knew what was going on with those ones was because I used to read them in Soap Digest, like looking for my soaps, and then like if something like on As the World Turns, and I was just like, oh, that sounds interesting, and I'd read the little article, and I'm like, oh, that's messed up. Okay, well I don't watch that show anyway.
So back in the day, good, but I'm gonna say circa to the last 2, 3, 4 years of each show was literally terrible. And I loved Guiding Light's last whatever, like from the like we'll say from Philip coming back
Yeah, that's where I started watching.
was good,
Which was the
but
last...
it still was flawed as heck because my lesbian's getting lesbian and like it was just not good. Also, I've got a lot of hot takes about that like awful show, but it's fine.
You have a lot of hot takes in general.
I do, and they're gonna get me canceled on here, so it's fine. I think there was an issue with the audio, but I fixed it, so it's fine.
I would suspend Guy in Light.
Okay? Do you defend the coupon cutting years? Because those were terrible.
Okay, let me just address that. Okay, since I feel as though they were honoring their history because, as we all remember, soap operas was a platform to sell products.
That's great.
Mr. Clean,
But they
Mr.
didn't
Clean
say
was there.
words. There was just scenes of Beth Ellers sitting at her table paying bills to montage music.
Well,
and it
remember
was
afterwards they did have the thing. They did say, the commercial within,
We're sponsored by.
afterwards.
Well, that's great, but it was still unwatchable soap. When I had
see,
the
imagine
Into
him
the
removing
Light
Upton
episodes
Colonel.
where we just
Where-
randomly told a week's worth of like story in an episode, but randomly, like this show was awful, Candace.
Can
I
we
still
not
love you,
discuss
Godlike.
Colonel Sanders on General Hospital?
Right.
Because that
I
was
was gonna
just the
say, if you want
worst.
to talk about that, let's talk about when Colonel Saunders.
That was for an
caught his
episode,
leg.
but Beth Eller's done did it for like 3 months. We had
No,
watched
because
Harley
wait a minute,
suffer.
Wait a minute. Didn't they have Albino on General Hospital a couple of times? And what was it? Yo Play?
Yeah, but they
and-
mentioned
but
no. Yeah,
those
but
were
those
Nurses Ball
those were
sponsors, though,
nurses
so
ball,
that-
and then
before the nurses, there was a couple of times
and
when they
Ron
did it
got
without the
all
nurses
the
ball, though.
yeah, you're right. And then Ron got all the sponsors for the Heart Society crap. Like I it's there, and I'm not mad with the
That
product
was brilliant.
placement, but
Oh,
I'm just
all
saying
the
that
Candles Heart
I
Smart.
was not here for just some guiding light, and also didn't help that we had shaky cameras and they were bad angles,
Well,
and they were
well,
the lighting was awful.
Well, because of that, Bold and Beautiful, you're welcome. Because without
thank God.
Sunlight, Bold wouldn't
Oh,
have that.
God.
But Bold at least does okay with it.
Oh, John.
Because they modified, they got it right. See, they got it right. Yeah, out. See,
Guiding
Look at
Because
that.
Susan
told them what
Flannery
not to
went
do.
there and she was like, I'm not changing in a damn bush. I'm not doing it. We're not shoving that camera up Jacqueline McInnes Wood's hoo-ha. We're just not doing it. We're not going to do it. Like, I understand the art and the angle, but, like, your camera's jittering too much. Stop it. God. So, let's
Oh,
see if
God.
we can get some rain in here. Let's talk days for
Oh, yes,
a minute.
please.
Because, again, with my hot takes, I don't understand some of the things on the show, and I know you guys are going to hate me for it. So, what
Where
the
are we
hell
starting?
is Jake? I hate him. I hate Jake. I'm
Why do
sorry.
you hate-
Brandon
why do
Brash
you hate Jake?
is.
Why do you hate
I
Jake?
love
I'm
Brandon Brash.
curious.
I do, but I hate. So I hate fake people. We're gonna start there. Like I hate fake people.
I
And
don't know that he's fake. I
and
think the
no,
person
no,
he's
shut
talking
up,
to is
Tony
fake.
Ann, and let me finish my thought. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
So I hate fake people, and when I hear Brandon Barash acting as Jake, it feels like he's acting. It takes me out of the scene because that accent and the whole thing just maybe it's just because I'm used to him as a person and I understand like how his voice is and how his mannerisms are, but it feels like I can tell he's acting in these scenes, whereas when he was playing Stefan, like it felt natural. Like those scenes just came off fine. So like whenever I see Jake and he's got this like thing going on, I'm like I don't like it.
I feel totally differently. Wow. I actually think I like Jake better than Stefan. Because Jake is funny and Stefan wasn't really. Because there have been times like Jake will say stuff and I will just bust out laughing. And we need that right now.
Yeah, but I'm not supposed to laugh. I'm supposed to be invested in the damn scene. I'm supposed
sorry,
to be
when he
like feeling
refers
the
to Rolf
moment.
as a Muppet, I'm not supposed to laugh at that? I
But
highly doubt that.
it's just like yes, there's that. But then most of the like I'm laughing at every scene he's in because the accent takes me out. But what's your take on it, Jenna and Candace? Are you guys liking Jake?
I am actually liking the character of Jake, but okay, he's reminding me of Johnny Sicaro so bad right now. Like, and I'm trying to not think about past soaps that Ron has been a part of, that Brandon's been part of. I'm in the moment. I'm trying to be in the moment. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, okay, am I supposed to laugh when he's being serious? Because if I'm not, then we've missed the point of the scene. Other than that, I like the character. I'm hoping he's not the same person, and I'm kind of hoping that he's not a twin.
I
That's all I
feel
can
like the person he's talking to on the phone is Stefan. And that
That's what I was thinking.
it's just a weird feeling that I got because since his
This damn
ex-girlfriend
show.
seems to be in Bayview with Claire, according to spoilers, it's not her that he's speaking to. So I'm thinking it's got to be Stefan.
Are y'all looking forward to Homegirl coming on the show?
Yes, bring home. Are you talking about Claire?
No,
Okay.
Jenna, whatever her name is. I don't remember.
Emily O'Brien.
Emily O'Brien, thank you.
Really.
Jenna is
Jenna.
all I can think of. Sorry.
Anyway.
It's okay.
I'm
looking
intrigued.
forward to it. Yeah.
I liked her on YNR,
I
so
mean, I like her.
And she played crazy on YNR, right?
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
well, kinda.
She kind of was.
Ish.
Yeah, kind of. It was 50-50.
I mean, it was tumor
Before the
crazy,
brain
right?
tumor.
Yeah.
It was tumor crazy, but it was crazy.
Thank you, Limerick Latham.
Yeah. Everybody gets a tumor.
It's interesting. Okay, so I guess oh my lord. Days for me is it's not that it's bad because I don't hate it. I don't know what I'm wanting from it. So, what did you guys think of the promo? The summer promo. Jenna, I
Which
know
one?
that you DM'd me immediately after it came out about a certain aspect. So, are you excited about this summer?
Yes.
Excuse me? Like,
I think you and I are very excited for the very same reason.
like, my thing was like, okay, so let's just talk about the first summer promo that came out, and it's like the weddings and all this stuff, and I was like, oh, I love it. Look at Sal, look at Lonnie's dress. She looks so pretty. Look at that. And I'm like, oh, look, there's St. Luke's. Holy crap! It's a Christmas miracle. They found another set.
I did not think that Sin were going to get St. Luke's.
I didn't think we were ever going to see St. Luke's ever again. So I was like, I don't care who gets married at St. Luke's. Like, yay, it's back. And then I was like, oh, look, Eric Cole's getting married at the Brady Pub. I don't care where they get married. I've been waiting for them to get married for over 20 years. You can get married on the sidewalk. And I'd be like, thank the Lord. Nicole finally married Eric. Okay? That's all I got to say about that. And so I was like, okay, this looks really good. And then all of a sudden it was like, hi, Dad. And I was like,
when I tell you I screamed, oh my God, Philip is back.
Right? Well, because I remember when Last Blast was getting filmed and all that, and it was always like when it first got filmed, I was like, so wait a minute, does this mean Jay's coming back? And we were just all talking about it, and it was like, well, if he wants to come back, the show is more than willing to have him, but it's all about him wanting to come back because, he's had some difficulties, so it's if he wants to come back, of course. And so that's like the last I remember ever hearing about it. And so when I saw him in the promo, I was like, Jonathan, how did you know about this? You didn't tell me.
Okay, and my response was honestly, I'm sorry, I forgot because I can't keep Days information straight because we learn about this stuff sometimes like 6-7 months, and I felt like, but sometimes I think I do. Sometimes I think I do, and then I'm like, oh.
Like, no, you didn't.
Like, I knew about Belle and Sean and, someone
Claire.
else who's coming back, like, and Claire.
And we knew
about Eve because they announced that, like, in her exit interview when she left at Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I was just like,
it's my bad. I'm sorry.
And then I see him and I'm like, Jonathan.
She got so mad at me, and I'm sorry.
But good on
like,
Days for keeping it a secret, though.
But
I mean, they did. A lot of people had no idea.
But like, I thought
I put two and two together when Nadia was coming back.
Yeah.
She was on contract.
And I thought I thought we knew this because also I thought he was also in like some Instagram photo.
He was, and that was around the time
like,
Last Blast.
Yeah, but that's also when this was filmed.
So I think everybody assumed that was for Last Blast
reunion.
Because that's when they did the whole bait and switch.
Yeah.
Well, no, there was another photo.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Candace. I'm not losing my mind.
Yeah, it had Eric, Jay. It had who else was in there? It was some other people, and it was in a dressing. Yeah, it was in a dressing room though.
But that was also the same time that he did that interview with Kate and Victor. About
right,
the
and
whole,
they took that picture down too.
Yeah,
they took that picture because it was like up for a minute, and then it was down, and everybody, because I was like, wait a minute, I know I'm not going crazy. I was like,
Like
okay,
I
Dave,
know
I
those
see what you're
dimples
doing.
anywhere. So
I was like, I
I'm
feel you,
so
Dave.
happy though.
he needs a
Yeah, they
haircut.
needed
That's the only
him to
thing.
come back.
He needs
It's
a
not
haircut.
that bad.
That little
He did.
ducktail at the end just does nothing for me. But it's fine.
I've
I will
always
put up
hated
with
his
it
long hair. Always
as
hated it.
long as he wants it because he's back on my screen. But here's my thing. Here's my question, and I wonder: is he gonna? Is his leg still magically grown back, or is it still gone?
You know
Do we
what?
know?
Mm,
Question.
See,
I mean,
I'm just asking.
and here's
I mean, he stood, he walked, and I guess,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
he
But
had
this
like
is
a prosthetic.
right.
well,
But it was
it's
Jace
a soap
Phillip
opera.
that beat Sean with his leg, right? When they got into the fight and
Yeah.
he hit Sean with his leg, it was
Oh my god.
I was like, that's a military man right there. And you don't got to let him take your leg off and beat him with it. I was like,
Hey.
holy crap. That was terrible. Those are the bad days. Anyway, yes. But then when John Paul Lavoisier was Philip, they totally didn't even bring it up. It was like, oh, his leg just grew back and they had him in basketball shorts, like playing back. And I was like, hold on a minute. I was like,
Well, that's just like Brady. Didn't he have a heart? Like Brady had heart surgery or something.
He had a heart
yes, he has
transplant.
a heart
He had
surgery.
transplant.
You
had
don't see no
Daniel's heart.
scars,
And he's
nothing.
drinking alcohol. He's doing
Right.
drugs. I'm like,
Stressing.
dude,
He's
you're.
stressing out. Oh, ay.
But I'm just curious because that's always been a thing. Like he didn't have a leg,
Mhm.
and then when Jay took over the role again, he still didn't have his leg. And then Jean Paul Lavoisier came in and he was shooting hoops with basketball shorts on. And I was like, I am so confused right now. Does he still not have a leg or not?
So what do we think Philip's story is going to be?
Um, I think initially it's just Victor bringing him back to mess with Xander.
Brady.
See,
Yeah,
I
Xander
don't.
and Brady.
I wonder
Yeah.
if he thinks like because Brady's going to be taking down Titan, so I wonder if he notices that something's going on, and that Philip comes home of his own volition, and that Victor has no idea
Probably.
because Victor kind of looked a little surprised in the promo.
Yeah. I want to see him and Claire because he thought Claire was his for so long, and I'm just like, I want him to have some sort of like loving for Claire, even though like he knows like, hey, it's not my kid, whatever. You're my niece, like whatever. But I just want to see them in scenes together, just so it can be awkward and weird with Belle. Just because
Can
I'm
we
crazy
just
like
get
that.
goddamn Pocket back?
Oh,
God
can we
damn it.
just have Chloe's kid be Phillips again,
That too.
Parker, yes, that'd be
please?
amazing.
Like that's all I want.
Can we just make Daniel not exist?
That would be
Please,
good.
God.
You know what was
Oh.
funny though? When that they did that April Fool's thing, my mother texted me at work. She goes, "Tell me this is a dream episode," and I said, "Oh, he saw Daniel," because I looked at the time and it was like 12:05 where I live, and I was like, "No, this is a one-off. It's a dream." She goes, "Oh, thank God," and I was like, "Yep, that's my mom."
But you
ladies and
notice how a
gentlemen.
lot of the aspects of that dream episode are now becoming a reality?
Not all of
Mhm.
them, hopefully. Like that's just no.
Oh no.
No.
I don't mean that. I just mean Eli and Lonnie are now pregnant. Will and Sunny are talking about having a baby. I'm thinking that the Ben and Sierra thing might also be coming true, but it won't be Clyde that ends up dead. But that's just my own little theory.
I think something is going to happen at that wedding, though, because that technically was the cliffhanger, right?
Yeah, I
For
think
the Olympics.
there's going to be some kind of explosion or something, and everything's going to go haywire. Because the last Olympic cliffhanger we had, we exploded the entire town.
Yes, we did.
That's
and
true.
it was great. And that's when Jack fell down the ventilator shaft or the elevator,
And he
whatever.
died. And he died. And I saw
Yep.
that. And he died.
And Jennifer
Yeah.
saw his body, and then somehow he's
And
not
then
dead
he
anymore.
came back to
No,
life.
she never saw his body. Roman saw his body. She never did.
Well, that's why we should have
Well-
known he wasn't dead. Fucking Roman. I mean, my
'Cause
God, when has he ever
I
been
went
right
back
about anything?
Have they
Ever.
announced yet? We still don't know if they're just running through, right?
They
Or-
haven't announced it yet. I was going to
They
ask
haven't
you
announced
if you knew
it.
anything.
But it's
yeah, they haven't
expected, right?
announced it. I think so at this point because we're already 3 days early because of airing on Memorial Day and the 2 days in June.
Mhm.
Because Ben and Sierra's wedding was supposed to be Friday the 24th. It is now going to be Tuesday the 21st. So the Olympic cliffhanger is now not even going to be a cliffhanger, which I'm fine with because I have the worst patience in the world when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But I feel like they should do repeats for those 2 weeks because I don't want Christmas in December, like in the
Don't
middle of
care.
December.
Why? Get us caught up. Like, do it in. I don't care if you do Christmas on November 23rd. With the year's already messed up. Like, just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
And let's just get also filming to like, they can just hold off until November to go back to the set anyways, and it's fine. Like, that's fine. Let's only be
Yeah,
like
I mean,
7 weeks.
I
at
know
most.
we wanted their tape delay to be a lot smaller. I don't think we ever expected this would be the way we got it.
I don't think we're going to get it. I still don't. I think they're going to go back to work on a Thursday and film 17 episodes and just catch
And
back
on
up.
Saturdays too.
Like that, I
work
don't
on
see us.
Saturdays.
I see them just grinding them out until they get that big lead again. Like that's
'Cause-
just.
But
hate
I
me.
also imagine that the soaps in general are going to get a little not as crazy as Days, but I see Bold, Young and the Restless, and General Hospital all getting a longer tape to air delay, so that God forbid we ever wind up in this situation again, we have a little bit more of an insurance policy in the bank.
I mean, but the ratings for these classics haven't been bad.
Mm-mm.
And Frank already has his awful idea on how he's going to extend episodes. So
Ugh. I hated that. I hated that. Hated that so much.
Do you think? And I know that this has been talked about on social media with GH, Young and the Restless, and Bold. Think I mean, obviously they're going to have to do like a fast forward, but do you also think all four soaps should address what's going on right now with Cobra?
They probably will. I don't know that I want them to.
I mean,
Mm.
I don't trust our shows to do anything with anything socially relevant. So my personal opinion's no, because they're not going to handle it right. But we'll see what happens. I'm very interested in seeing. See, I'm of the opposite opinion of pretty much everybody else because I don't want them to go back into production until they can actually tell a story. Like the fact that
Right.
they're going to have to butcher the scripts that are already written, and they're gonna have to film them in ways where people are, because of insurance purposes. Like, not to mention, like, just like what they should do, but from an insurance standpoint, they're gonna have to practice the social distancing and do stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like, our directors are not given the freedom to shoot things in interesting ways with cool camera shots. They've got set camera positions. Like, I don't really want them to go back into production until they can actually, touch each other, and that we can have the chase love scenes that we have. Like, I don't really want it.
And I'm with you there, but
Slash my old people.
I was reading the article like that came out on Variety today about the potential guidelines, and they didn't really say anything that I saw about limiting the content of what they actually film.
It's not what they film; it's what the actors are allowed to do. Because also from an insurance purpose is like they won't like most of these guilds have very strict guidelines already that they're working on to like let people, from a social distancing standpoint, be allowed to be near each other.
Yeah, I feel like the only soap that's really going to have an issue with this kind of, in terms of the love scene stuff, is Days, because we don't get a lot of love scenes on GH anyway. Like, I don't think GH actually knows what sex is, even though people always wind up pregnant on this show. But like, Days is the most romantic soap for me, so I feel like that's going to be the show that has.
But you can just look and you notice that like they're in scenes sitting next to each other, touching each other, right next to each other. Like, it's gonna feel weird. Also, you can't have like your vets that people want. Like, you really don't need them on set because I don't think
that's what makes me
it's
worried
gonna
about
be
Days
weird.
too, because so much of their cast is in the vulnerable age range that I feel like they're going to be one of the last ones to go into production because they're going to make sure they're absolutely safe before they even start.
Yep.
Yep. Well,
I think this is a good time for a bunch of people to go on the cruises that Doug and Julie always used to go on
yeah,
Can we
in the
send
early
Maggie on one of those
2000s.
cruises?
That's what I'm
with
saying.
Ben.
Oh,
Send her on a round the world cruise for 6 months. I'm good.
So she can stop, so she can stop kidnapping all of Marlena's relatives and claiming them as her own.
Haters. Haters.
Can I just talk about how glorious Friday's episode was because Will knew Marlena again?
Can I just talk about how terrible Friday's episode was because Chandler Massey just grinned ear from ear and didn't actually act?
Okay, but in the context of what they were discussing, it actually
He-
made sense.
He
for him
was
to be
giggling
smiling.
the entire
Right,
scene.
right.
That
That's gotta be
boy,
a good
3
person
times Emmy
tonight.
winner Chandler Massey is just sitting there like, I'm almost out of this thing. I'm just gonna just smile right here because I'm with my Mima. Like, it's fine. Like, I did enjoy the scene, but at the same time, like, it was just I need more from him, or not
Friday's
him at all.
episode in
I'm okay.
general was just so good for me. The John Victor scene. Did anybody else love that scene?
When he
John
brought up
Victor.
Isabella,
I
Bella,
Isabella.
screamed.
Yes.
when he brought up Isabella, I was like, my hands are in the air. I was like, preach, John.
Yes,
Do
because
it.
when I saw the spoiler, I think I put out on Twitter like I need him to mention Isabella in this confrontation. It's the one thing that I wanted from it, and it was everything.
And for those of you
So
who
good.
don't understand, it was a big thing
It was
between
huge.
John and Isabella when he was Roman, when he was John. Victor back then was a total d-bag.
Oh my
Nobody
god,
liked him.
Oh, he was awful.
It
He
was
the
awful.
worst.
And it was great because
Oh,
John
it was
Aniston had great stuff, and it was great.
He
But
can
there
move.
was a big he told Victor basically told Isabella like it's him or me kind of thing. Isabella chose John.
Actually,
And
it wasn't
then
even
it was
Victor
just
that
like
said that. It was his
was-
stroke that did it.
yeah.
She thought that that John caused Victor's stroke.
Yep.
He didn't.
And then he was with Carly.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
so gross.
that was so gross. And then he was so in love with Carly, he tried to kill his own son.
Multiple times.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why when people were like, he would never do this to Brady. I'm like, have you met Victor?
Yeah, he would do it to everybody.
Exactly.
Do it.
To everybody.
Lord. So, you know what, Tony Ann?
Yes.
Because I was bored,
Okay.
as I
Seriously?
do, and I
had a
wanted to
headache
make
already,
Jenna
John.
mad.
It worked.
These are 2 of my
Aw.
favorite things to do.
It is.
I was looking around for inspiration, and I came up with something I wanted to try.
Okay.
So, I'm going to ask you guys, a couple questions here. The first ones are easy. They're super easy.
I'm scared.
They are. Because I looked at the comments on the internet today from Facebook, Twitter, and message boards on different
Are we-
subjects. And
are we
I
going to
want
play-
you to play a game of where did this comment come from?
Oh my God.
Followed by
Is
a
it
little
MAGA?
bit
No, I'm kidding.
of why Jenna hates me the most,
Yep.
because we're going back to first grade
I hate
and break out your thesaurus, because I'm asking you for a little bit of Mad Libs, and we're going to just see about how this goes. And
Oh Lord.
I think it's gonna be an
No,
experience.
Okay, listen to this. Thank God for
God.
Siri. You know how bad it is when my daughter was like in the 5th grade. She brought out homework, and I was helping her, and it was like difference between like a simile, and I was like, oh, similes and antonyms. Oh yeah, totally. Hang on, let mommy use the bathroom. I literally like hid in my bathroom, like, hey Siri, what's a simile? Because I couldn't remember. That's how bad I am at this.
Well, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Oh, John, I love you.
Okay, now I gotta really work my brain.
Mhm.
Oh
That's what
God,
I said.
So-
I said I already have a headache.
It's fun.
for real.
It's gonna be great. Well, this one's gonna make you, and trust me, once you see what I chose, Oh, I'm so excited because I'm so excited.
I'm
So
assuming since you called my name first, I'm going first.
no, so
I'm
I talked to
not.
Jenna beforehand, and I'm gonna let you guys do it in groups, and you
Mhm.
guys as a three can figure it out, and we'll
Okay.
make it work. So here's the first question for you. All right. So this
right.
one is discussing today's episode. So it's not you don't have to have seen today's episode. We're just going from the Facebook, Twitter, and this one comes from Daytime Royalty post all about today's episode. Okay? So tell me which one of these comes from Facebook, which one of these comes from Twitter, and which one comes from Daytime Royalty. All right?
Okay.
First up,
Okay.
Day summer wedding. Praise emoji, praise emoji, praise emoji, praise emoji. 2 hearts, 2 hearts, 2 hearts. Red heart, yellow heart, orange heart, green heart, blue heart, rainbow emoji. I'm hand making masks to help pay my bills. Thank you to anyone who looks. It's greatly appreciated.
Wait.
Second one.
Okay.
Hold up. Okay.
When are you going to let the old spies retire? I'm exhausted. 70's too old to be a spy. Third one. Sounds boring. So which one came from Twitter? Which one came from Facebook? And which one do you think came from Daytime Royalty?
Okay.
Okay.
I think the spies thing came from Twitter. I might be wrong because that just sounds like a very on-brand Twitter
Yeah, I was gonna
thing
say
to
this.
say.
The spies one came from Twitter. The emojis one feels like it's Facebook, and I would guess that so boring might be Daytime Royalty.
So you got one of them. Daytime Royalty was sounds boring. But the
Okay.
day summer wedding, praise emoji, praise emoji, praise emoji, praise emoji.
Twitter.
2 hearts, 2 hearts,
That's
2
Twitter.
hearts was definitely Twitter.
Twitter.
I don't understand why you mentioned that day summer wedding and then you're like pimping out that you make mask. Like I don't quite get it, Twitter. But you did. Okay, so the next two are talking about the promos. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So, first up, my dumbass almost convinced myself the new Ally is JoJo Siwa. The second one, anyone. What was McDonald Carey's name on the show? Doctor question mark?
I'm
What?
sorry. What?
Say that to me one more
The
time.
third one.
Yeah.
No. Repeat.
Hold
that.
on, hold on.
No,
We're gonna.
repeat
I'll,
that.
I'll read it. Second one is anyone. What was McDonald Carey's name on the show? Doctor question mark.
When
Oh,
I
for
find out who
fuck's
that
sake.
person is, I'm gonna beat the brakes off that person.
Third.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Nice promo, but ... Allie has a father, and it's not Rufus. Stop with the that crapola now.
It's not Rufus.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
which one was Daytime Royalty? Which one was Facebook? And which one was Twitter?
That second one was Facebook.
yeah.
Absolutely.
The
Guaranteed.
the first one was Daytime Royalty.
And the last one was Twitter.
You
Twitter.
guys got that one on point. Facebook had the stupidest
Okay.
quote.
So Facebook, you just gonna screenshot that one for me so I can find them on Facebook real quick. So I can
If you
give them
don't know who the hell Tom Horton is, you do not get to watch this show. That's just a rule. If you don't know Tom
Good
Horton, you don't
Lord.
get to watch this show.
Oh,
I mean, you see
Wait.
their names in the freaking Horton Town Square like every other
Oh,
day
Lord.
because someone sits on that
Oh,
stupid
Lord.
bench because it's the only set they have. Like, what are you talking about?
Also, Facebook is
mean,
not your
I-
Google. Just Google it. It
Wait a
takes
minute.
you already know
So
his name.
I just realized who like because I need to I guess keep up with the pop culture even though I've been in the soap world. I didn't at first know who JoJo was until like a couple of weeks ago. I just know that she was the girl with the bow, right? And then she took her
Yes.
bow out, and that made like news that she took
Yes.
her bow out. So when I saw the new Ellie and whatnot, I was like, oh, okay. So I kind of that's what I knew. I was like, yeah, I knew where that came from. Like, see, I'm doing good. See,
Doing
pop
good.
culture. Yeah, what we won? What did
All
we
right.
win?
Okay,
So-
hang on. How do you know who McDonald Carey is? and not
Exactly.
Tom Horton? What in the fresh hell?
These
Exactly.
young people,
You know what?
young
Carry on.
fans.
It's crazy. Okay. So, third one. All right, and this is the last one I got for at least for now. All right. Still talking about the promo. All right. So this one though, I went to it, gave us another message board. So I went to Soap Opera Network and got this quote. All right. So one of these is
Okay.
from Twitter, one's from Facebook, one's from SON. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
First up, Philip returning is the best thing that's ever happened. Now, if only Melanie Jonas returned too, and she and Philip would have gotten back together, I wonder if Ron Carlivati would make it happen. Melanie,
Did you write
pretty
that?
please.
You wrote that.
The
didn't you?
second one,
No, but I think I know who did.
I feel like this group of characters always comes back together and then gets plopped off a few months later. I'll tune in though, nothing better to watch. Third, no, I gave up on it 20 years ago. Smiling emoji.
Oh God, that sounds like a
Yeah.
Facebook comment.
So,
Sounds like Twitter.
which
Wait,
one
okay.
was Facebook, which one was Twitter, and which one was SON?
Okay, well, the Melanie Jonas thing sounds stupid enough for Twitter, so I'll give you that one.
No, I think
My
that's Facebook.
No,
God.
I think that's actually SON.
I swear to God, Jonathan wrote that, so that's fine.
If
Okay.
it's Facebook, I think I know who did. That's the crazy part.
So, I'm going to let you each just decide for this last one. You each can give your final thoughts. So, Jenna, which one do you think that they were?
Oh, Jesus help me.
You're good.
Okay.
So, we got Philippa is returning is the best thing that ever happened. Now, if only Melanie Jonas
Still
returned.
think you wrote that.
If I wrote it, where did I write it? Was it Twitter, Facebook, or SON?
It might be SON. That sort of has a message board bullshit to it, just for thinking Melanie Jonas was all that great. No offense to Molly Burnett, I love her. I just don't like Melanie.
Fair enough. I agree.
Um,
No, I gave up
so-
on it 20 years ago. Smiley face.
I hate people. That sounds like a Twitter thing because like people just can't stay in their lane and shut up about stuff they don't watch.
There you go.
Exactly. My biggest pet peeve.
And that leaves the last one for. And all right, so Tonia, what do you think?
I think the Philip Melanie thing is Facebook. I think that the I haven't watched in 20 years is Twitter, and the other one is Soap Opera Network.
All right, so that leaves you, Candace. What are you thinking?
Okay, Philip. I think the first one is SON. I haven't seen it in 20 years. Okay, SON. Haven't seen. Okay, the other one. Okay, wait a minute.
So it's
Philip-
no, I gave it up 20 years ago. Smiley face emoji. And I feel like this group of character always comes back together and then gets plopped off a few months later. I'll tune in though. There's nothing better to watch.
Okay, that one about plucking. That's Facebook, and the other one is Twitter.
All
So
right.
that's the one. Facebook, Twitter.
Yep.
Final
So,
selection. Boom.
The what it was Jenna, you had it the first time. No, I gave it up 20 years ago. Smiley face was totally Facebook. Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yep, Twitter was Phillips returning is the best thing ever. Now, if Melanie Jonas was
I'm gonna
totally
go
Twitter,
find that on your
and
timeline.
SON was, I
That's
feel like
too
this
many
group of
characters.
characters was SON.
I'm
So
finding that one.
that's how we play. Guess where that came from? So,
That was
nice game,
actually
but I-
kind of fun.
oh,
what
trust
do
me,
we-
it's getting better. Because now
I
I'm
hate you.
breaking out your first,
Okay.
like I said, your first grade is coming to use. And I'm going to throw it in the chat pod here.
Like this is why I hate that. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Because
Are you
I'm fucking
smarter
not,
than a
okay?
fifth grader?
Like
I just
want to
know what the prize was.
The test and then I don't remember anymore.
The
okay?
booby
Me
prize
either.
is literally just bragging rights. You get to say that you helped beta a game on a web show, and you're welcome.
Wow.
That's what you got. So,
All right.
all right. So this next one's Mad Libs. All right. So I'm gonna ask you to name a noun, an adjective, a verb, an adverb, or an interjection. and I
Thank
love
you
you
for
all.
making me feel stupid, Jonathan.
It's fine. So if you are on the computer right now, you will notice that, or phone or whatever, in the chat pod, I just dropped down what those are. Candace, I just DM'd you what those are. So okay, hold on. I'm just gonna add you 3 in a DM.
Je-
Hold
Jenna,
on.
if you
Oh
go like,
wow,
Here, I'm just gonna
Jenna, if
DM
you go
you.
into the chat thing on Google Meet, it's there.
There, I just DM'd you all.
freaking
So
precious
it's there.
now.
So now you have it.
Oh, God.
So you got it in front of you. So I'm just
gonna
gonna
use all
ask.
of your-
So we're just gonna go in order. So I'm not going to just make it crazy. I'm just gonna say
Wait,
Candace, Jenna, Tony Ann, and I'm gonna give you what they are, and you just need to tell me and give me an adverb when I ask for an adverb, an adjective when I ask for an adjective, a verb when I ask for a verb, and I'm gonna fill them into this Mad Lib that I created using a famous Days of Our Lives scene.
Oh Lord.
It's
Jesus
involving
Christ.
a super couple that is near and dear to Soap Twitter's heart.
Oh my
Oh
God.
god,
Are you
it's a Patrick
And-
scene. Are you serious?
I'm not saying which one it is.
wait.
I'm not saying which one it is.
He's either trolling Stella or Jarlena.
I'm just saying that I'm gonna have some fun,
Or Jack
and it's gonna
Jennifer.
be
One
it's
or the
gonna be
other.
great. So,
It's one of the older set. Let's just put it that way. You
Not
ageist.
ready yet.
oh, trust me, we'll be all right. So, first up, Candace, I need an adverb, which is a word that describes how you do an action, such as quickly, gracefully, badly.
Oh, crap.
Yep.
You say, that's how you do an action. Washing. I don't know.
Okay, washing.
Yeah.
All right, that works. All right, Jenna, I need an adjective, which is a word that describes a noun, so such as smelly, green, and alive.
Dead.
You say dead?
Dead.
Cool. All
You're
right,
dead to me, Jonathan.
that's fine. Tony Ann, I need a verb, a word that shows an action. All right. Candace, I need a verb, a word that
You
shows
need
an
a
action.
verb?
Yep.
Yeah, play.
Play. Cool.
Play.
Jenna, I need a verb.
Walking. Walk.
Walk. Cool. Let's see. And then so that brings two. Candace, I need another verb.
You need another verb.
Yep.
Okay. Shout.
Cool.
That would be yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, shout, yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
Tony Ann, can you give me a verb too?
Swim.
Okay. What's another verb that you got, Jenna?
I hate you. Gee. Run.
We already have that.
I
Yeah,
don't
we
care.
already had
It's
that.
fine. It's
Run,
fine.
run, run,
Okay.
spot,
Okay.
run.
You know what, Candace? I need another adjective, so a word that describes a noun. So
Let's see. Where did it describe it now?
So-
Small.
like
Small.
smelly, green, alive.
Small.
Small. Cool. All right. Tony Ann, give me a noun. A person, place, or thing.
Book.
Okay. Jenna, give me a noun.
Disneyland.
Well, that is a place.
That is a place. Candace, what's a noun from you?
And now for me is the wonderful New York City.
Cool. This is gonna be a mess. All right. Tony Ann,
Why it's called
what's a noun from you?
iPad.
Okay. Jenna, I need a word that describes a noun. Give me an adjective.
Let's see. Stinky. Smelly.
Cool. All right. I need. So the last ones are gonna just be nouns, and I need. So, Candace, what's a noun?
Daytime Emmy.
Cool.
Daytime Emmy.
I
Yep.
like it. And that's gonna work perfectly here. And Tony Ann, one more noun.
Salem.
Cool. And Jenna, one last noun.
Port Charles.
Cool. All right. So here we go with
Oh God.
the Days of Our Lives Mad Lib. Dear Jennifer, in the past few you washing, I've been something that I've rarely been at any other time in my life.
Oh my God, you're doing the wedding.
Dead.
I hate you so much.
But you're at least partly to run. From the day we met, you've played me, walked me, and shouted at me in ways that no other human being ever has.
Oh, that's
And
true.
I've been able to tell you what that means to me. But today of all days, I have to find a way. Before I swim to you, I wasn't living. I was waiting and running. Because even though I've lived my small and cold, soulless book of a life, I've always
That actually
known
fits, but that's not the point.
that
Thank you.
somewhere in the Disneyland of it all, there is a wall, and then there is a New York City.
I
And if
cannot
you're
believe
lucky
you're
enough to
doing
get inside, you'll be about as close as any of us are going to get to the iPad.
this.
I know this is going to sound stinky, but I feel that's pretty much where I'm standing right now. Sans Daytime Emmy and the Salem, of course. My Port Charles always. Jack.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
That was good. That was so good.
I cannot believe that you did the wedding letter. Because
And-
when you started it, I knew. Because that is my favorite Jack and Jennifer scene of all time, the wedding letter.
And it worked so well. And that's how we play a Daytime Ad Libs.
I
Come on.
hate you so
Do you-
much for doing the wedding letter.
I figured it was gonna be like Patch's like wedding vows on the boat to Caleb. And he's like, you have to have courage. You know?
No, but it was. I knew it the minute he started it. I was like, I knew.
So,
The-
okay, Jenna, it was going to be that because obviously
You're such a
I
pretty
hate them.
asshole, I love you.
But when I knew that Tony Ann was going to be on here,
Oh,
I
you had to
changed
troll
it.
me. Because you know that's my favorite scene of
I
all time.
changed it.
Because I tweet it all the time.
And I knew I had to do this one. And because I knew it was going to be so much easier and funner to do. So that's what we did.
I hate you so much. I love you, but I hate you.
It was nice and fun. So there you go. A little something light to shake up the day, make you laugh. And you know what? It's just the Port Charles of it all.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Sans
I
Daytime
wonder if
Emmy.
he's died so many times. God.
Dude, I love the fact that it was like what was it? I've been something that I've rarely been in any other time in my life. Dead. And I was like, well,
The actual word there when he did it was silent because he had this whole thing where
nobody
he lost
cares.
his
That's why it was
I
Mad Lib.
hate you. You're so mean.
He did that just to troll me, but I love him, so I'll allow it.
There you go. So I
can't
hope
believe
that
Just-
made you guys laugh for just a little bit.
I was dying the entire time you read it.
The Port Charles of it all.
Port
Of all.
Charles of it all.
Yeah,
Sans
so
Daytime
Emmys.
Emmy and the Salem, of course.
And
My Port Charles always.
Disneyland for the Garden of Eden was my favorite
Mhm,
part.
mhm, mhm.
Happiest
Somewhere in
place
the-
on earth, bitches. Hey.
Yeah. It was so much fun.
Oh, that was
So much fun. So
I
there you go.
can't. That was too funny.
See? And it made you think for a little bit, but once you got through figuring out what your nouns and your adverbs and your
I still hate
adjectives
you for
were,
making me feel stupid, Jonathan. Thank
it
you
was fun.
so
And
much for that.
it, There's
You
also
know,
a
I know I'm
Jenna.
going to be 36 this year, but you don't need to remind me.
Jenna, there's also a reason why I did this and I didn't allow you to come up with the game because I couldn't come up with those on my
Did
own.
we lose John?
And
Looks like we did.
Oh, he muted himself. He must have.
Oh,
did I? My bad.
I think he's trying
Alright,
to fix it.
Yeah,
okay.
Oh,
my
there
bad.
you
Oh, he's
are.
back. There you are.
My bad. So Jenna, there's a reason why I created the game and I didn't play the game. Because I would have looked the fool trying to come up with what these words were. So it's fine. I was not able to do it myself, so I made you guys do it.
Or
You're so sweet, John.
It's the sweetest. But there you
Really.
go. So I just wanted to make you guys at least laugh and give the listeners something to enjoy. The Salem of it all.
still not as funny as when you said you were playing with yourself.
I
Yeah, that was his big thing when I got on the phone.
yeah,
Like,
I was just playing with
busy?
myself.
And I was like, okay, all right, that's
And
fine.
I
You do
enjoy
what you
playing
do.
with myself on the internet. It's what I like to do. Like it's not a bad thing. Other people enjoy it when I play with
I mean,
myself.
Quarantine is rough, man.
It is.
Gotta do what you gotta do. to get
It's
by.
hard out here. 2020 was gonna be my year, and instead, like I got these weird tan lines. I'm not like able to just like and masks are not like hot boy summer. They don't help pull anything off. So if your boy got to just sit here and play with himself on the internet, then
Lord,
so be
Lord,
it.
I'm
Lord
not-
have
I'm sorry.
mercy.
I'm seriously a good girl. I'm seriously a good girl. I'm just saying.
She's gonna hang up on you.
I'm
Oh
just saying
my
it ain't gonna be no hot girl bummer this year.
Oh, Jonathan. My God. Get a grip, man.
I'm trying to.
You know what?
Trying.
That came out wrong.
But it
I'm gonna
went in
go with
so
it, that's
right.
fine.
Oh, man.
You're such a dork.
I can't. I know.
So there you go.
Oh man, I was not feeling good today. I am feeling so much better now.
Well,
I have.
that's what this is here for. We are here to entertain. We're here to make people laugh, make people cry, tears of joy, and sadness, and we're just gonna roll with it. So that's that. But you know what? I've missed talking to you guys.
I
I'm
miss you
hoping
too.
that 2020 is going to turn itself around, and even if it doesn't turn itself around, I'm hoping that at least for me, it'll calm its ass down, so that this can be
Please.
more of a normal occasion, and we can get on here and relax and unwind, because that's the thing that I want to do with our take, because that was the purpose of it in the first place. But there's so much negativity in the world right now. We need a place and we need positivity, especially in the soap genre of it all, where we breed people that haven't watched in 20 years still commenting about the damn show like they watch.
I hate that
So I want to make sure that there's an outlet where we can have fun and we can just, enjoy the Port Charles of it all.
You know what?
Yep.
But you know what else is weird is that you think about it. We got the music playing and everything. I mean, 2020 is weird because we got the daytime Emmys back on TV,
Yeah.
which I'm excited about. That's my Christmas.
You know what? I'm going to wait and see. And I'm hoping that it does well.
I mean, that's the thing. People need to watch because we want it back on TV next year.
But
'Cause I wanna go to
it's
the
going to be
Emmys.
really interesting to see, because this will be the first any type of award show since Corona has come into play. So the entire world is watching to see how this production is done, what they do, how they play it off, and what they how they set it up, because there's a lot of questions about how this can be handled, and I'm really curious what they do.
Yeah, I think they did. What was it? The Kids' Choice Awards. Nothing. I mean, that is big for the kids, but I think they did it earlier last month.
Did they?
I think. Yeah, or was
Hold
it
on.
March or April? But they
Let's
like,
find
you know, had the police case, you know. And of course you gotta look at shows like All Rise and Parks and Rec. They did like a Zoom, but you know,
Yeah, and then even
TV.
American Idol and The Voice did all their
Yeah.
live shows
Yes,
through Zoom.
but there's a difference between how you're doing that and then announcing a winner of an award show that's already been had a lawsuit against it.
Right.
So
Well,
the
it's better than
the Kids
headline
Choice
news.
Awards were done May 2nd. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Were they
I-
zoomed in their winners or?
I think that's what they had did. They zoomed the winners in because I do remember when they showed the Avengers, because that is my movie choice of the summer of last year. Thank you. I do remember they did have them all on Zoom accepting the award. So,
Interesting.
And they're only going to do some of the awards
Right.
on the actual
Awards.
telecast.
I mean,
right, and the
that's what
rest
they
is gonna
always
be on
do.
social media. Yeah.
But you know what? Thank God that they're not doing 3 days.
Thank God it's not on headline news.
Yeah, that too.
I was surprised it was on CBS, but I'm so happy it's on CBS.
We'll see how it goes. I've got
Yeah.
faith. You know
I
what?
just have nothing nice to say, so
I-
I'm not going to say
I,
anything.
I don't either, but that's why I've got the Soap Podcast Awards to finish up, so I can do it that way.
Yes, you do, Jonathan.
Well,
Mhm.
I'll finish it up. I've got so literally the year's been terrible, but everything's pretty much
know.
done. So we'll finish it up. It'll be fun. Well,
Your year has been shitty.
such is life. But I'm going to get off here now. I
Alrighty.
love you guys.
Love you
Love you
It's
too.
been
too.
fun.
Love
We
you
will
all.
hang out and have more fun next time. And I'll have more games and more silliness and more Mad Libs. But you know what? What I can promise you is there will be no math problems anywhere near
Please.
me.
Good,
Because I
because
will hang
So-
up on you.
Okay. Yeah.
because I've never been good with math. I'm good
We're-
with words, not with numbers.
I'm just going to give you words, no numbers. Well, until next